What's cracking, people? This is the Devious Wolf, and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Adventure DX. In the last one, we did a whole bunch of boss fights, had a single level ender, just one itty bitty level. And in this one, we're going to continue forward with Knuckles' adventure and hopefully bring it to an end today. Now, we're going to head this way, and we're going to get another power-up. And you fly straight over this way. Oh, another thing to mention that I actually forgot to mention some time ago, actually, is that in the Archie comics, I don't know if the Fleetway comics give another explanation, but I know in the Archie comics, they actually give a really random reason as to why it is Knuckles can fly. They give a really random reason. And that reason is he catches air with his dreadlocks. Yeah. Essentially his hair acts like webbing or something, he can catch it. At any rate, look at him. We got some shiny gold boxing gloves.
Now you've got fighting gloves. To store up power, hold down the action button. Now you can do the maximum heat Knuckles attack.
What an interesting name for an attack. Now, I would show this off. Excuse me. I would show this off, but yeah, you kind of need to have an enemy to do it. The best way I can explain it, without a visual aid, is that, well, think of the ancient light and the light speed attack. That's what this is. Now look at this little golden statue. What is it? It's a golden echidna statue.
2 stone statues. The door to the past.
Interesting. Well, since the statue itself is facing in the general direction of that temple, let's see if we pick it up and take it there. Of course, since we can't glide, we have to do this the long way, but a little forest stroll never hurt anybody, now did it? Now, here this is. Now we bring this over here and go up this way. You see there's a silver one and there's a gold one. I wonder where the gold one goes. And it floats. That's one down, but we still got one more to find.
2 stone statues. The door to the past.
Interesting. Now, when I first did this bit when I was young, I actually found it pretty fast. All you gotta do, I think, is you guys gotta run up a ways this way, come through here, and there it is. Yeah, it's literally like right up the road. Dig around a bit, and you find it. Yeah, I honestly, I think this was supposed to be like a little more difficult to contend with. Great camera. I have yet to find a 3D game. A 3D third-person game in which the camera isn't bad. I have yet to find one. That's just me. But yeah, I think that's supposed to be like a hard thing to find, because you're supposed to find 2 trees to make an X, but really you just gotta go out that way and make a left. And now we put this down. Now for those of y'all who blah 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 blah. Wow, where did those come from? Words, how do they work? For those of y'all who remember how Sonic's story kind of came near an end, you know what's coming next.
2 stone statues.
Yes,
The
thank you,
door
Glowing
to the-
Ball. Lost World. Yeah. Yet another reused level, but I'm not flushed about it, because you're just doing one segment of the level, not the whole thing. And it's open enough that you can take advantage of Knuckles' climbing mechanic, and It's open enough that you can take advantage of the gliding and climb mechanics, but close enough that it shouldn't take you too long to figure it out. Now that's one down. Where are the other ones? Oh, we're finding number 3. But we didn't find number 2 yet. One of the beauties of this game is its radar system. You don't have to find them all in order, and I am thankful for that, because really it just makes it unnecessarily difficult. The camera. Okay. Once again, I'm using the triggers to move the camera. I believe it's the same way in the original game. Don't remember since it's been like dang near 15 years since I last played that game. Jesus. Now where is number 2? What about any scavenger huntings when you're trying to find all the pieces and you're just missing one, like legitimately only one? Like, you know what I mean? I think it's like, I think MMO players probably know what I'm talking about more than anything else. Like, you have that fetch quest where it's like, get me 20 of these, and you're down to like your last, and it's like you're down to like your last 2, and the only way to get them is by killing a certain amount of monsters, and they just don't want to drop the item. It's kind of like that, except in this case you don't have to kill something for it. Well, most times you don't. But in the event you do, it can be a bit of a nag. Well, let's take a hint real quick, shall we? Gonna be kind of difficult, given the fact that
This
camera
way.
sucks, but I'm gonna go up and to the left. Oh, wait a minute. It could be through here. Aha, okay, so looks like we can drop down there. Now, I don't think I've ever had the emerald piece spawn in this particular location. I don't think so, anyway. At least if it's in the location I think it's spawning, I don't think I've ever... Oh, spiked. Ouch. Yeah, taking a spike to the face. I don't think that's very nice. So let's be careful here. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had it spawn in this. Again with the spikes. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. Let's just kind of climb this way a bit. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it spawn up here. Yeah, I've never had it spawn up here. I done goofed. Yeah, so I've never seen been up there when it spawns, so I don't know exactly where it spawns up there. It's a learning experience, guys. Just join me on this journey of discovery. And for some of you who don't like these levels, I sorry? We go up. Nope. So it's definitely down this hole. So you can't grab the water. Where could it have spawned? Like legit, I legitimately have never had it spawn up here, so I do not know where it spawned. Oh boy, oh gee, oh my. Well, better show it off just in case. Better show it off. We're not gonna show it off. We're not gonna quit. We're gonna keep this up until we find it. Dang it! Oh, here it is. It's in the ground. That's what it's telling me. There we go.
Found it.
Hey, I have never had it spawn there. That is legitimately the first time I've ever been up here in my years of playing this game. Just wow.
Good enough. Where am I? This is very strange.
I beg of you, hear me now. My father is coming here soon, and I fear what may happen. You must take everyone away from here. Oh, please. So, are you saying you can't leave this place? I understand. Let me talk to my father again. There must be a better way to do this. Don't worry, my friends. I won't let you down. I must do something quickly.
What? I'm back in front of the altar. This is beginning to blow my mind. Wait a minute, I remember. The broken pieces of the Master Emerald. I have to restore them to where they belong. It's still incomplete. I need to find the remaining pieces, wherever they are. Hey! Look! It's Eggman's flying fortress! That's where the rest of the pieces must be! But I don't know where that ship is. Hey, isn't that one of Eggman's robots? I know. I'll follow it back to Eggman's base. Here I come, Eggman!
Well, it seemed like it was going this way. Let's go. Yeah. So, somehow 3 of the Master Emerald shards got locked onto Eggman's egg carrier. I'm sorry, his floating masterpiece. I'm not gonna lie to you, Eggman, the textures on that thing aren't that good. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece just yet. Well, then again, it's the 90s, so I guess you could say it's a masterpiece. Yeah, I also wouldn't do it. Gee, I wonder where the fortress could be. I mean, seriously, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. You'd have to be a moron to completely miss it. There's spotlights and everything. I mean, look at the freaking bridge going to it. Looks like a freaking nose. I mean, if you look at where the bridge connects on that face, it's either a really long schnoz or a really impressive tongue. Either way, no. How do you miss that? Because it wasn't here last time. Because it wasn't here last time we were here. No, it wasn't.
Just what I thought. Time to make a house call. Now we'll see who's so easily tricked. I can sense that the emeralds are here somewhere. What's going on? This thing's always changing.
Did I mention how much I lament they never made toys of this? Oh well, but as you can see, we're gonna have to head to the Sky Deck. How do we get there, you ask? Well, after Sonic and Tails have to go through the main doorway, we as Knuckles, I believe, go through here. I believe. I do say. Nope, not through here. Is my memory that bad? No, it can't be that bad. Well, I think it is anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, my memory is indeed that bad. We have to enter through the pool. But if you go over here, there's another Sonic emblem. Yeah! And we have a bunch of ring capsules over here if you want them. Admittedly, this is something that's always kind of bugged me about the adventure fields. Can't believe I'm bringing this up now, but there's no real reason to get the ring capsules on the adventure field. At least none that I can find. You don't buy anything with them. There's no secrets to be obtained. They're just kind of there.
I sense the Master Emerald. It can't be far from here.
Yeah, Knuckles went for a swim. But yeah, there's no real reason to get them inside this game on the adventure fields. There just isn't. Anyway, let's go into here. I mean, if you really want to get technical, you probably get them for like an extra life. But this game's so easy, you really don't need an extra life at all. You just don't. Like, legitimately, if you need extra lives for Sonic Adventure, I think you might need to put the game down for like a good few minutes. Anyway, doing the same thing. Now, what's this all about?
Either push or pull the lever to control the ship's tilt.
Yeah, Eggman put a control lever for flying the ship. Not even inside the main control room. He just has it here randomly. Why? Okay, well, turn it green over here. So as you can see, since we can't get in through there, we're gonna have to go around this side. Now the funny thing I like to theorize is that because Knuckles is tilting the ship, because that's the thing about this game. Everything happens in parallel to itself. Like every story happens in parallel. So I like a little theory. So if you pay attention closely, you can kind of see glimpses of like where this takes place in context to this character story, where this takes place in context to the overall plot. I like to theorize that because if you remember in Sonic and Tails' run of this level, the ship was always tilted.
Either push or pull the lever to control the
I
ship's
like to
tilt.
think that while they're running through here, Knuckles is sitting here tilting the ship to find the emerald pieces. That's what I like to theorize. It's just kind of funny to think about it like that. It's like, oh, so that's why the ship was moving so much. Ah, must be here. There we go. Oh, I got a blip over here at one point. No, I don't know if it's possible to actually play through this entire level and not have to move the ship at all. I would assume it's possible. I've just never had it happen. So who knows? I mean, if anybody here has actually managed to play this level without having to tilt the, had the emerald spawn such a way where you didn't have to tilt the ship at all, or spawn away we only had to tilt the ship once. I have had it happen where I only had to tilt the ship once, and it was still good. Okay, so I think I know where it is. Go ahead and tilt the ship up a little bit, but I mean, but yeah, if you've ever played this level as Knuckles and only had to tilt the ship once or no times at all, let me know, because that would be, because I remember that the emerald locations are random every time. They are well, I shouldn't say random every time. They are in fixed locations, but those locations are numerous enough that they can randomize it and still get some variety out of hunting them, which was really fun. Which is a decent way to keep the treasure hunting segments interesting, especially for a game that I feel like has aged very well. But at the same time, as well as the game has aged, I would not blame if you only played it once and didn't want to come back to it. I would not blame you in the slightest. Just because this game is fairly old. It is really, really old. Right. Oh wait, there's a thing there. And I can show this off. Yeah, that's what it does. It's a homing attack, essentially. It's a homing attack that functions like the Agent Knight.
This way.
So I gotta go up some more. Okay. So I should theoretically be able to do this, right? Theoretically. I don't think I've actually had a spawn. Yeah, but I've never had a spawn up here either. Today's just a day of firsts. And we're done.
Found it. Good enough. The last missing piece. All right. Now, to restore the Master Emerald. Huh? Oh no, not again. What is the meaning of this? Hey, what happened here?
I couldn't stop them. They came, and my father... I had no idea how bad this would turn out. I'm shocked.
Look! It's the emerald! Wait! Is this a dream? It's more like a nightmare.
And, sorry to break the dramatic tension, but, especially after seeing essentially everything on fire right there, that's the last time Knuckles gets his little, memory sequence. And out of all the characters, I think Knuckles gets the most of them because, well, he's an echidna. Every character, I believe, gets a memory sequence at least once. Knuckles, I believe, has a grand total of 5. Like, in terms of their own story, their own specific story. I mentioned that part specifically because you will see later on, there is one more. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Now that we have all 3 emerald pieces, let's skedaddle!
I finally found all of the missing emerald pieces, but I still can't figure out that creepy monster. Huh? What's that?
I think you all know exactly what that is if you remember the Sonic playthrough.
Not again! I hate you! Hey, Sonic!
There you are, Knuckles! About time!
I will return!
Eggman, come back!
I'd better let Sonic handle it from here. He'll do okay. Now, I must return to Angel Island and the Master Emerald. No, it can't be! I guess he didn't get enough the first time. You can't stop me from restoring the Master Emerald.
And here we are with Chaos 6 again. Just like with the Sonic playthrough, if you have the Ancient Light, you can kill this thing in 2 hits. Thanks to Knuckles' fighting gloves, if you do this right, you can take it out in 2 hits. Now, the fighting gloves, I didn't want to mention it till now because I just didn't really want to. I actually don't mind them that much because you look at them in terms of the main color scheme of Knuckles. They actually aren't that intrusive because Knuckles' color scheme is red, green, and yellow. Look at his shoes; they're red, yellow, and green. So, since his main body is red, it would make sense to give him yellow gloves. I would prefer they were green gloves with yellow tint to it, but beggars can't be choosers. Now we charge up like this. You win!
Is that all you got?
Literally, if you know what you're doing, you can beat this thing in less than a minute.
Yeah, you're finished. What's left now is to return the Master Emerald safely to my island. should do it. Perfect. All is well now. The Master Emerald and the island have been restored. I'll probably be on this floating island forever. Guarding the Master Emerald again. I may not know the whole story behind this, but perhaps it's better that way. I'm at peace once more.
And that's the end of the Knuckles adventure, as it were. It's been an interesting ride for this one, just because of, I think more than any other character, I went into Knuckles' personal development more than anything else. And I'm glad, and I'm glad for this iteration of the character, because there was you can call this Sonic Adventure, but more than anything else, this feels more like Knuckles' game. Because the most amount of story, the most amount of character, the most amount of intrigue revolved around Knuckles. And at the end of it, Knuckles just says, you know, there's a lot that went on, there's a lot that happened, but at the end of the day, while I am left with more questions than I do have answers, I'm okay with myself. This is what I do, this is what I've been doing, and I see no reason why I need to worry about doing something else. And this is why I don't know about the current reboot series of the Archie comics, but in the actual comics line leading up to the 2015 reboot, I want to say, Knuckles, like most, if not all, of the stories that revolved in the Archie series revolved around Knuckles. Now, I haven't brought up the Sonic X cartoon because, well, I think the cartoon itself is meh at best. I don't remember too much. I do know that they did his story, but it was more bits and pieces. You know how game to video adaptations go. But Knuckles himself inside this game is alright. I like how they took his climbing and gliding mechanics and worked in his treasure hunter background from the mid-90s into this game and worked around the Master Emerald thing. I wish they would have done a little bit more with it in later games, rather than just in Sonic Adventure 2 they break the Emerald again. But beyond that, Knuckles in this game has been the most interesting thing, character-wise, narratively speaking, that has ever happened to the Sonic universe. Think of it like, for you Mario fans, think of it like Rosalina in Mario Galaxy. That was very interesting, wasn't it? It was an interesting bit of lore, an interesting idea about how the Mario universe works. And they didn't beat you over the head with it too much. Like, you can figure out exactly what's going on with Knuckles through these backstory cutscenes. But beyond that, they didn't shove it in your face. It was just, you kind of figure it out. You just kind of figure out what's going on. You can probably figure out that the flashbacks were the Angel Island and the Master Emerald altar and all that other stuff without having to have it beat over your head. It's just, here's what's happening and here's where it was. But hey, that's just my opinion about one of my favorite characters in this game, which means why I like Knuckles a lot. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And once again, I've been the Devious Wolf, and I'll catch you later.
Knock knock is Knuckles, the blow thrower, independent flower, magical emerald holder. Give you the coldest shoulder. My spike goes through boulders. That's why I stay alone. I was born by myself. I don't need a posse. I get it on by myself. Adversaries get shelved.